Hello again, it's Jimmy at O'Reilly's. I have another tool here we can look at. This is the Xtool XT80W, so XT80W. So if we have a look at the front sticker here, it's a smart diagnostic system, scan with topology mapping, full system diagnostic, guided functions, ECU configuration, programmable module installation, and ADAS calibration. Okay, inside the box we've got a Bluetooth dongle. We've got the tool itself here. It's got a metal stand on the back so you can stand it up. It's also got a camera there. Stand it there. Underneath that we've got some booklets, instruction manuals, and underneath here we've also got some other bits and pieces. We've got different OBD connectors, different plugs for different regions of the world. And then here we have a video scope, basically. So we'll get all of this out and test it, see how it works. So first we'll get it connected up to a vehicle. Okay, we've got it connected to a Land Rover Discovery. So first we can go in and try out the diagnostic side of it. So we can do a VIN scan, auto scan. Okay, so I'm trying to put it somewhere where we're getting less glare on the screen. We've got a 2017 Land Rover Discovery. I'm going to click search, so you can read that if you like. You get a better experience if you use a DIP cable, basically it's saying. Press OK. If we close over the sunroof we get a little bit less glare, that's much better. So now we're just running the scan. I'll take it through, see what faults we have. So it can take some time on certain modules, especially if it's trying to find it but it's not fitted to the car. It will take some time to try and scan it a few times before it gives up. See, the units that are fitted, it does scan through them quite quickly. So this is starting to come into different tools now. You see the topology stuff, it was, I think, sort of first came out on launch diagnostic tools, and then now other tools are using this system. So it's just, yeah, it's taking time to go through these ones with the grey outline on them, because it can't find the modules. Basically, there's a lot of different stuff on this car, you can see. So if we hit pause, we can stop it going through that. Once it's finished searching for that unit, it should now stop, and then we can just go into the PCM. You don't have to do a full scan like this, you can just go into each single item if you like, but we've chosen to do just an automatic full scan on the car. Oh, almost pressed something there by mistake. Full name, diagnostic, ABS control module. Surprised to have a fault in there, really. Let's see what that says. I think that came up on the last scan tool I used, something about the switch here. So it's taking a little bit of time. It's taking quite a lot of time to get into this ABS module. Okay, so now it says it can't find that module, so we're just going to go into the engine one. We'll press diagnose, and hopefully this one works. Okay, so what I've done here is I've turned off the DIP scan, which is over internet protocol, and I've just done a CAN scan. I don't have a very good internet connection here, so maybe that's the issue. So we're going to just try that again, and we'll just do it as a standard scan this time. Right, we're going to pause now, and we'll go to the powertrain control module. Now we can read the DTCs, it's a lot quicker. So we've got missing communication, CAN bus communications, emissions, soot filter clogged, excessive soot. And then we've got an engine oil temperature sensor circuit. Intermittent. So what we can do is go into our live data and we can look at some of these faults that are here. just to get a better idea of what's going on. So if we go to live data on the tool here, it has that feature. Okay, so on this one it's broken down into a few different groups, so let's try number 1. I'm not sure where the information is we're looking for, but we're going to search for oil, sump oil temperature, which is there. So that is reading, we have 156 degrees. Let's see if we give it some revs, does that increase? $158. Okay, now we're looking for the DPF. No, differential pressure. No, so that's not in here either. So what we're going to do is go back and try number 2. Nope, it's not there. Number 3. Number 4. We're looking for SUT or DPF or differential pressure. Okay, so we have got some information, but we can't find the information that we're looking for there in live data. But that's what the live data does, it just shows you what you can check and different items. Just unfortunately in this case I can't find the exact number I'm looking for, or the exact part that I'm looking for, which is the DPF. Right, so if we come out of the live data, obviously you've got the options to read and clear fault codes. And again, if we come out to the topology map, we can continue or clear the fault code. So I'm going to clear that. We can also do a DTC report. Once that's finished clearing, I can press that for you. So by doing a report, we can save the report and then you can email that across to yourself or the customer. We're going to confirm exit from the scan. We'll go back and see what else we can do with this. So we'll save the report data. There we go, saved. So we exit there. These are all the different brands that it is compatible with. So I'll just go through the list. You've got Europe, Asia, and American brands. Now special functions. Let's have a look at what we're listed here. Immobilizer, instrument cluster, DPF region or GPF region, gasoline or petrol vehicles, that's for. Let's have a look at the instrument cluster, see what options it gives us for that. European, Land Rover, Discovery 5. It's not got the full LCD. Mileage adjustment. I don't see that would ever work, but should we give it a try? Why not? So we have 137,584. Okay, so it says you need to connect to the network. Whether or not that will work, I'm not sure. We're having trouble with the internet connection. Yeah, security verification failed. I thought so. A lot of this stuff that's listed, no, it doesn't actually work. So if we go back from here, we've got DPF regions, electronic park and brake, so all of these different items here that you can see in front of you. Service resets, all of the general stuff that you'll be doing. Go back from special functions, now you can go to report. We should be able to click on here and see the reports that we've done before. Let's just click that off. So there we have a report there. So this is a report that you could print out, email it over, or print it out. Now obviously in here, if you're connected to the internet, you've got your options to update these. Settings, let's see what else we have. So just the standard settings in there. Remote control, Xtool, more, profile, VCI management and endoscope. Let's get the endoscope out and have a look at that. Okay, so here is the endoscope that fits with this tool. That's the model number there, XV200. So we've got it connected via a USB cable there to the top of the tool, and it's got a camera with some lights on the end. So we've got something open here on the engine. We can just have a little poke in and have a look around. Now basically you can see there where the EGR comes in into the intake, and we can go a little bit further down. We might need to sort of bend it to get around. You can actually get right down into where the valves are. And now we've blocked it with soot. Look at that. That's what you get with a diesel engine. So we can't see anything. But anyway, now we've cleaned it off, you get the idea of what this is for. You can get it in where your eyes can't see. So if you want to have a little look in at something, you can get the tool in there and see at something that you can't see obviously by eye. And that's it. It's a nice clear quality picture. It might be hard for you to see, but yeah, it's a decent quality. You can see quite clear what you're looking at. So if we go in here, obviously now we've got clear on the screen, so it's not going to look as good for you on there. There's one of our glow plugs. So that is this tool from Xtool. I'll put the link in the video description where you can buy it, and I'll see you in the next video.